Do not adjust your television set. We are controlling the horizontal. We are controlling the vertical. We are controlling all the exits from junction 23 on the M1. We have controlled and we will maintain throughout the MTV Donington special.
The time to get the memories from my mind. What did I see? Can I believe that what I saw that night was real and not just fantasy? Just what I saw in my own dreams were the reflections of my woman staring back at me. Is it my dreams? I know it's there. In my face, the twist and stick to despair. Was someone
and welcome back to this special Donington Monsters of Rock edition of the Headbangers Ball. And we have reached the climax of tonight's show because it's time to meet headliners Iron Maiden.
Who's at the climax?
And
Who was it? Hey, at the climax.
Nicko and Janick have joined
Does
me.
Ricky know what you're saying on this here air? Hello, boys and girls. How are all you lucky people? Yes. It's Jan the man.
Hello.
No,
Still the good-looking one in the band. Ain't that nice to know?
Now you guys headlined here in 1988, of course, and do you think that that's going to make today's gig even more challenging than it was 4 years ago?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be more challenging. Yeah, it's perhaps gonna be a little different for us because the first time you play somewhere, it's always real nerve-wracking. Not to say that this isn't going to be nerve-wracking for us. Because we do suffer rather bad flatulence before gigs, boys and girls, I must add, so keep away from the dressing room with naked lights. Naked people's all right, but...
Naked flames.
And flames. But, yeah, it's going to be, I think, because, you know, it's been 4 years since we were last... Well, we did a little English tour after the Donington 88, and then, of course, we got Jan in the band as well, which is a different lineup for us. We're really kicking and firing on all 4 cylinders, but it's always going to be something special when you play in front of like 50, 60,000 kids in your home territory. So I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. I don't know what, you know, 10 minutes before the show tonight is another story. And we're getting changed for the show, but it's going to be real special, and it's always... So Donington has a mystique about it all of its own compared to any other festival around the world. Not to say they're not as good as in terms of bills and having fun, but there's something about this whole show that's it's insane. Yeah. I like things like that.
Now you guys had a big hand in choosing the lineup this year. 3 US acts, 3 British acts. Why did you choose the bands that are on the bill?
Everybody got together and just put ideas forward of bands who'd like to actually play on the bill. And there's quite a few that got rejected actually, that didn't actually want to do the gig. But I think we got quite a good lineup, and we're very pleased about it and very proud of it.
And it represents the whole spectrum of
you've got thrash, you've got rock and roll, you've got the kind of stuff that Thunder do, which is kind of in the middle, which I think is great. And you've got us doing our thing, which is good. So there's a bit for everybody.
That's right.
Something for everybody, ain't it?
Oh, a little bit of rock and roll.
Let's have a bit of rock trivia.
I don't know if there's any jazz in there, do you? What?
Let's have a bit of rock trivia because Janick played here with Gillan.
Yes,
so it's not his first Donington appearance, but his first
before.
with Iron Maiden.
Yeah. That's right. So what are the lucky boys and girls going to win? Answers on a self-stamped address envelope to where? Headbangers Ball.
This is all going to be edited out.
They're running a competition, aren't you?
No.
Oh my God! Oh well, forgot I said that.
Well, if you offer us a prize, we could run one.
Okay. Yeah. What kind of prize?
One of your drum kits, Nick.
I will. Yeah. Oh no, you can have my old stage boots.
Oh, you don't want them. Nobody wants them. Really?
I don't want them. That's right.
I saw you play at the Super Rock in Germany, and it seems that you're really enjoying the live environment more than ever. You seem to have a really good morale in the band. Is that like kind of the most enjoyable aspect of Maiden for you now?
Oh yeah, for me most definitely. I mean, Jan was probably...
I love to play live, and that's I think why everybody does it anyhow, to actually play live. Yeah,
it's definitely... I mean, it's 2 tours, excuse me, sorry. It's 2 tours for Jan, it's his second tour, but I think even from the first one, which we had great fun on as well, when No Prayer for the Dying with Jan, this one is really, from everybody else's point of view as well, not just for what I'm saying, it's the best tour we've ever had. For fun and energy, and we're playing the best we've ever played. And people probably think, you can't be serious, you're really good all the time, right?
No.
And please.
I witnessed you at
really
Mannheim, and you were just having such a good time. Janick and Dave were like sparring with each other. It was just really cool.
Fun. You know, to me, that's what a rock and roll gig should be. It should be fun. I think people forgot about that for a while, and it's back. We're having good fun.
That's right.
Now, how on earth did you go about choosing the set for this show? Because you've got so much material, of course, the new album, Fear of the Dark.
Well, what we did was, when we went to America and South America, well, we had 2 different shows. We had the American show, because we only usually play, what, an hour and 35 minutes, an hour 40. And we get to play around an hour 50, 55 to 2 hours, you know, in Europe and everywhere else. So what we did was we kept the same show format that we had in America, and we put in originally 4 songs, didn't we? And we found that we were running a little bit longer than we needed to. So we pulled one of them out, and we just added an extra 3 songs. The way we kind of chose them were that for the set was something off of each album that Maiden's done. There's a couple off of 1 or 2 of the albums, you know. But to try and make a cross-section of everything that Maiden's done, we took at least 1 song from each album.
And what you try to do also is to make the whole concert work together. So the songs, pardon me, you can pick songs that perhaps people feel are not the best songs, but they work best in that set. So you're actually aiming for a set that fits together and, you know, gets better and better, and sort of there's a crescendo at the end, a climax.
Hey, that's the second time that word's been used tonight. Hey.
It is. So what do you want this performance at Donington to say about Iron Maiden in 1992?
We're back.
You climaxed.
We're
Not
climaxed.
We climaxed together.
Together. Yeah, I think it's really, you know, a decade down the road really now. So, say Number of the Beast was the sort of, you know, if you look at the success of the band, and it's 10 years later down the road, and we've kind of, it's like a revived band. Well, revived is not maybe the word, but it's like definitely a stronger band than it has ever been. And I think some people, you know, some of your critics kind of look at you and go, well, you're getting on a bit past it, you know. And I think what tonight's going to do is it's going to be like we told you.
Now, and
we know that Janick contributed a tremendous amount towards the morale of the band when he first joined, but that's obviously had like a follow-on effect on the album as well, hasn't it?
Yes. I mean, it's one of those things that happens naturally, really, if somebody, you know, vibes everybody up. And also, a lot of the material that he wrote, I think, you know, added an extra little bit of spark to everything. And it's not just on this album. I think it kind of goes across all the material, like when we play live too. Like the old songs get sort of a kick up the arse from it, you know.
Yeah. Well, I saw you guys on stage at the Super Rock in Germany, and you just seem to be having just such a good time, just like really enjoying it. So would you say your morale's at like a really high point at the moment?
Yeah, I'd say that it's, you know, I mean, we're just enjoying it, and I think it's probably the best tour we've done so far, really, you know, as far as like the enjoyment and playing and everything else. It's just really, I don't know, it just seems to be gelling really well.
It's getting better all the time. So, I mean, we've been out for a couple of months now touring, and every night it's just getting better and better.
Great, okay. The last LP had like a very live feel production-wise, but for Fear of the Dark it seems to be sort of much more produced. Why did you change tack there?
I think really because we wanted to get a bigger drum sound and all that, and you know, we weren't really that happy with the drum sound on the last album. Although it's very live sounding, and that is pretty much Nicko's live sound, I suppose, because he, you know, likes to tune it very tight. But we just decided to go for a much bigger, fatter drum sound, and it just makes everything sound bigger.
You'll take my life, but I'll take your sound. You'll fight the mercy, but I'll run you through. So when you're waiting for the next attack, prepare to sound, there's no time to wait.
are two songs that I'd like to highlight on the album that I felt were very different for Iron Maiden. Weekend Warrior seems to be lyrically very different, and Wasting Love musically very different. Could you perhaps talk a little bit about those two songs and what inspired them?
Yeah, Weekend Warrior, I mean, I wrote the lyrics to that. It was just really about football hooligans or the lack of them these days. But it was also just saying about the different social pressure you get when you're in some sort of group or gang or whatever, even from like really young. You know, it's sort of really difficult to sort of leave a gang or whatever, you know, sort of pressure or whatever from the others in it. And I think most kids sort of go through that, you know, sort of stage or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I didn't really think at the time that it was that different a lyric really, but you know, a lot of people have said so since. I suppose it must have been.
And what about Wasting Love? Is that really a song more about how much you can hurt yourself rather than somebody that you've hurt?
Or both, actually, because there's so much. I mean, because when I was sort of from about 21 to whatever, you know, I spent an awful lot of time pursuing women, and because I'm in this particular job, you know, in most cases it wasn't particularly difficult, and having found somebody that I'm very happy with now just made me realise what an awful waste of time the whole thing was. Right. And that there was so much more you could have been doing, and there was so much of your life was involved in this sort of frantic pursuit of people who didn't really care who you were. They were just going to bed with you because, you know, it was another notch on their gun the same way as another notch on yours, you know. And so this idea that you know, and this idea that you could change, you did actually have the ability to change it. You weren't completely helpless, you know. It wasn't this idea that, you know, it's just something I've got to do because a man's got to do what a man's got to do. It's absolute crap, you know. You can change it, and you actually end up happier as a result of it. And that's what Wasting Love's all about. I wanted to make the song kind of melancholy, but not gloomy, you know. Because you know that was the vibe I wanted to do with it. So that hence there's some really pretty bits in it, as well as some quite sort of moody bits.
Maybe one day I'll be an honest man. Up till now I'm doing the best I can, yeah. Long roads, long days, sunrise to sunset, a sunrise to sunset. You dream on, brothers, while you can. You dream on, sister, I hope you find the one. All of our lives covered up quickly by the tides of time. Whatever sister, I hope you find the one, yeah. All of our lives covered up quickly by the tides of time. The sands are blurring and the lines are in your hand. In your eyes I see the hunger and the desperate cry that tears the night. Stranger days full of emptiness. Stranger years full of loneliness. Wasting love in a desperate caress. Rolling shadows of night.
Okay, with Iron Maiden in the background, that's just about it for this special Donington Monsters of Rock edition of the Headbangers Ball. We've been coming here every year for the last 4 years and it just seems to get bigger and better. I hope you agree. I hope you enjoyed the live performances and the interviews, and I've certainly enjoyed being here. Now next week I'm going to be back in the studio. We've got loads of brand new videos for you, loads of new album releases to talk about, so I hope you'll join me there. But for now, this is Vanessa Warwick signing off from Donington Monsters of Rock, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.